Please help support the channel by visiting our Amazon store, affiliate link below.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is 3 Buck Theater, and today Disney finally unveiled the teaser trailer for The Incredibles 2, a movie that by the time it releases on June 15th, 2018 will be nearly, and I mean this literally, nearly 14 years old. That, I don't know about you, is too long to wait for a movie like this. I mean, look, I understand Pixar's busy, but in the meantime, in the subsequent years, we got 3 Cars movies. I'm just saying, priorities. But that being said, the just over a minute-long teaser didn't really give us a lot of information. Not really enough to sink our teeth into as not only Pixar fans, but Disney fans, but just a little bit to wet our beak, so to speak. So what we see in the teaser trailer is Jack with a variety of powers, going all the way to unveil the new logo of The Incredibles 2, which I thought was very inventive. And then we also get a little bit of a thing with him and Bob. Bob is holding him, Jack laughs, and then ends up shooting a laser beam through Bob's hair. And of course, that's going to showcase the fact that the film takes place just immediately following the events of where the first movie left off in 2004. And I don't know if we're going to be able to see any bit of the battle with the Underminer. I would hope that John Ratzenberg would actually get more of a part than his usual bits in these things. In fact, all we really know about the movie so far is just the plot synopsis, which says that Helen is in the spotlight this time, leaving Bob at home with Violet and Dash to navigate the day-to-day heroics of normal life. It's a tough transition for everyone, made tougher by the fact that the family is still unaware of Jack's emerging superpowers. When a new villain hatches a brilliant and dangerous plot, the family and Frozone must find a way to work together again, which is easier said than done when they're all incredible. Now, there's not much there to go on, but it's definitely going to be a bit of a role reversal from the original film. Now, in the original film, Syndrome wanted to make everyone special, thereby making no one special, and they were able to defeat him at the end by working together and combining their powers. Now, this new villain, whoever it may be, is probably going to be bigger and better than Syndrome, simply because, you know, they're going to know about Syndrome and everything else. And now that the heroes have kind of re-emerged into the spotlight after being cast away by the government, the villains are probably going to do the same. It's always kind of a quid pro quo in this situation. If I were to chalk it up to a Star Wars thing, it'd be like the power of two between the Jedi and the Sith. There's always a master and an apprentice, you know what I mean? So it's the balance to the Force. That's essentially what they're referring to. And so I think that's going to be a big thing here. Now, the film has been gestating for a very long time, going all the way back to 2007, right before the release of Ratatouille, where Brad Bird said that he was open to the idea of a sequel if he could come up with an idea superior to the original film, saying, "I have pieces that I think are good, but I don't have them all together." Then, of course, right before the release of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, the idea was brought up again. As it always happens when a famous director is directing another movie, they always want to know, hey, are you ever going to go back to the drawing board on this one? In which case he says right before the release of that film that Disney was working on a sequel to Incredibles. That was updated once again in 2013 when he reiterated his interest in making a sequel, saying, "I have been thinking about it. People think I have not been, but I have, because I love the characters and I love that world. I have many elements that I think would work really well in another Incredibles film, and if I can get them to click together, I would probably want to do that." So it appears that Brad Bird's been milling around this idea for about a decade, and he's finally getting the opportunity to see it come to fruition. Now, I do believe that part of that has to do with the failure of Tomorrowland. That was his first big live-action feature film directorial debut for Disney. That, while it wasn't a bad movie, in my opinion at least, it failed to connect with the box office and general audiences, mostly because of its pro-environmental message that really slapped people in the face with the salmon rather than delivering to them in a subtle yet effective manner. But Brad Bird is the best person, I think, to handle this particular subject. He clearly has an eye for talent. He clearly knows what he's doing with Pixar, and this is something that fans have been waiting for a long time. Ever since the release of 2004's The Incredibles, fans have been asking for a sequel. Disney, who is known for shoehorning a sequel out of everything. I mean, Planes and Planes 2, by the way. We know that they like to do that sort of thing. So why it took so long, who knows? But at this point, this is what we know. The film comes out on June 15th, 2018, just a few months away. We'll be finally back in that world, and hopefully Disney won't wait another 14 years to give us The Incredibles 3. But what do you guys think about this? Are you excited for the movie? Do you think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch? Do you think its time has passed and we've moved on past that idea of superhero films from 2004? Do you think it's going to play on tropes leading into like from the Marvel universe? Do you think it's possible that Marvel characters might show up because it's a Disney crossover? These are things I'm curious to know. Let me know in the comments. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic day, and see you later.